everyone, welcome back to another Division 2 video. Yesterday I went over the Season 10 patch notes and there was a lot of great stuff in there. We're getting 3 new exotics, we've got some new gloves, the M1A CQB exotic, and we're getting a new exotic pistol as well. There's a new brand set coming, a new gear set, which in the description sounds really juicy. For any kind of LMG users, I'm sure there'll be other uses for this gear set. It kind of reminds me of the Kingbreaker for Season 9. It kind of reminds me of the Heartbreaker gear set as well, where it was really powerful. And I probably can see another situation here where this new gear set is really powerful. Maybe it gets nerfed after the PTS. We'll have to wait and see. I kind of feel like that's the formula most looter shooter games use, where they introduce new gear and new weapons that are really strong. It gets people involved, gets people playing, and then they nerf it after the fact. So I'm expecting something similar here with this new gear set. We've got 2 new named weapons, we've got some new talents, and there's much more in there. If you want to see the full list of changes and details on all of the new items, you can check out my video from yesterday where I go through it all. So you're probably wondering, why then the title of this video? Why am I disappointed? Well, drop a like and subscribe to never miss a video, and let me tell you what. As with any of my kind of patch notes reading videos, I don't really pay attention too much to what it is that I'm reading, and I kind of just read it out to you guys so you guys know exactly what to expect. And that's what I did with yesterday's video. Otherwise the video could go on for 20-25 minutes, and that's just too long. But following that video going out, there was one thing that stood out to me once I was able to kind of process all of the patch notes. There are no new weapons mentioned. Now, there are some new named weapons, but these are just named versions of existing weapons already in the game. I did say in yesterday's video that it's possible the patch notes were not completed, so I didn't actually bother asking Yannick or anyone on the dev team about the possibility of new weapons and that sort of stuff, knowing that we had got new weapons in every single season up to this point. You know, season 1, 2, 3, 4, season 9. I guess I just assumed this coming season would be no different. For example, last season, season 9, we got the GR9 LMG, and we also got the TKB assault rifle. I think season 4, which was the end of watch season with Failout, we got the PDR. And I believe we also got the 308 marksman rifle as well. Well, I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. I should have asked Yannick, because actually there are no new weapons coming. Rogue Gold reached out to Yannick and the team asking about new weapons. And in exchange of tweets between Yannick and Rogue, Yannick basically said, no, there won't be new high-end weapons with this season. Now, not to take away from all of the stuff that is coming and with Season 10 and all of the good stuff that's coming with Season 10, I'm pretty disappointed with this. The TKB is one of my favourite items out of Season 9, and I've always been really excited to see kind of new weapons with each new season. On top of this, we're only getting the 1 new exotic model, which is the new pistol. I believe this is a new model. I could be completely wrong, but this is a weapon type that I and many others probably use very little of. I'm going to assume, without doing any poll, that most people are not using a pistol as their primary weapon. I know for me personally, I rarely use my pistol. There are pistol builds, but generally speaking, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that 80 to 90% of people are not using pistols as their primary weapon. Now, that's not to say that this new exotic pistol should already be written off, because I wouldn't say that shotguns were all that meta and powerful in PvE prior to Massive introducing the Scorpio, and that quickly became one of the go-to weapons. So, you know, I'm hoping this new exotic pistol can really make us kind of fall in love with pistols, because I rarely use them myself, even though I know there are some builds out there that are extremely powerful using them. With the trend of every season introducing new weapons, I think it's fair to assume we would have got some new ones with this new season. And I think that's why I'm not just disappointed, I'm actually very surprised. Whilst I don't think Season 10 is going to be light on content, what with new missions and all of the other stuff that's coming, all of the changes, all of that stuff that we talked about in yesterday's patch notes, new weapons have always been given as part of each new season, and they really add to the freshness each new season should deliver on. Morten Ryberg actually came out and said, in response to Rogue Gold's tweet earlier on, that we got the TKB in the last season, insinuating this was enough. And I just don't agree with that statement. Whilst I still really enjoy using the TKP, for example, we got the GR9 in the last season as well, it doesn't feel fresh anymore because it's been live in the game for many months now. And keeping the game feeling fresh is really quite important when Massive are not introducing new areas to explore. They're not introducing new missions that we're aware of. You know, we've just got the repurposed missions as part of the manhunts, which are really cool, and they keep it fresh. And I think that's important that each new season delivers on that. I also don't think it's unreasonable to expect new guns with each new season either. It's not like we're talking about adding, 10 new weapons to the game here. We're just talking about maybe 1 or 2 new weapons, as has been the case for the last 5 seasons. I think we've had 2 new weapons as part of each new season. So for seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously the next 4 were the same as the first 4, and then the last season we got 2 there as well. Now maybe I'm being over dramatic here. Maybe this isn't a big deal. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I think I'm just really kind of taken back by this. All the most recent news that we've got around the Division 2 and the Division franchise and Massive are that the game is on the incline, the game is moving forwards and upwards. But to me, this is kind of a step back, and it's something that I think Massive need to avoid with Season 11 and beyond. I can't imagine an instance where it comes around to Season 11, which is meant to be coming out in December, so you're looking at another 4 months. That means Season 9 would have been out for, what, 8 months or so? I can't imagine us getting Season 11 with no new weapons coming to the game. I don't think that's going to happen, but based on the fact that I assumed we would be getting new weapons with this season, there's no reason why we don't get new weapons in Season 11, and I hope that's not a trend. I hope it's something that Massive really consider for the reasons that I've explained in this video. Alright, well I think I've outstayed my welcome on this particular topic. I don't really have much more to say about it. I think you've got the gist of what my disappointment is from this video, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be disappointed to hear that we're not getting any new weapons in this new update. Like I said, I don't want this to overshadow the stuff that we are getting, because there is a lot of new stuff that's coming. All the exotics and all that sort of stuff, although I would have liked to have seen maybe a new exotic SMG, exotic assault rifle, stuff that I think most people are using, rather than a new exotic pistol. To me, that's like having no new exotics in the game. But we'll have to wait and see how they've how this is going to look in the game once we get to try it out in the PTS, which actually goes live tomorrow. I believe the preload is available probably as of this video going out. It probably went live a little bit earlier on. Tomorrow I'm actually hoping I can have another video out with some really good news, although that may be something I maybe don't put out, because I do want to cover some of the PTS stuff. So anyway, there should be a video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Massive certainly know how to give us a roller coaster of emotions. Can I just request that we get more consistent ups and fewer downs? That's it for today's video. Thanks very much for watching, and as I said before, leave your comments down below. Until the next one, epic out.